Peace, family. This is Lions with another news and commentary. I'm back with a second video, part 2 of the situation with the Dallas Cowboys. Now, earlier on part 1, I talked about what Jerry Jones said about the players must stand during the national anthem, and players would not go to the locker room. Now, in this press conference, this guy right here, Prescott, the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, said a similar thing to what Jerry Jones said, and it's really, really disturbing. So I'm going to go ahead and play this video, and I'm going to give you the rest of my commentary.
Hey, Dak, as the NFL and the union talk about this anthem policy, the Cowboys have been, very adamant about where they stand on this. And, in fact, even to the point that Stephen Jones said that if a player protests, he won't be a Dallas Cowboy. When you hear that, what's your reaction?
Yeah, I don't necessarily listen to it. It has no effect to me because I do exactly what I'm doing and what I've said and what I stand by, whether I was wearing the star or not, whether I was playing for Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, or any other owner. I believe in what I believe in, and that's that.
Is that what is that in terms of the anthem? Does that mean that you never protest?
No, I never protest. I never protest during the anthem, and I don't think that's the time or the venue to do so. The game of football has always brought me such a peace, and I think it does the same for a lot of people. A lot of people playing the game, a lot of people watching the game, a lot of people that have any impact of the game. So when you bring such a controversy to the stadium, to the field, to the game, it takes away from that. It takes away from the joy and to the love that football brings a lot of people. And so for me, I'm all about making a change, making a difference. And I think this whole kneeling and all that was all about just raising awareness, and the fact that we're still talking about social injustice years later. I think we've got to that point. I think we've proved and we know that the social injustice. So I'm up for taking a next step, that whatever the step may be, for action and not just kneeling. I've always believed standing up for what I believe in, and that's what I'm going to continue to do.
So you can respect why some players might still think that's the problem.
Now, you heard what Prescott just said. He said, well, I never protest, and I don't think we should have the time to do this. There's got to be the time to do all of this. You hear him? See, it all boils down to what Donald Trump, 45, is saying during that tweet, that players must stand for the national anthem. Then you got Jerry Jones involved in this. Jerry Jones without even the rules. I already previous did a video about the New York Times article where Jerry Jones has said that the players, including this man, Prescott, must stand for the national anthem. We don't want to go to the locker room. We all need to stand for the national anthem. Just forcing players to do it. And obviously, ladies and gentlemen, that it basically shows that Jerry Jones is still pleasing 45. That's what it's all about. Pleasing him. I don't want him to let 45 get mad. So I'm just going to force everybody to stand for my players. See, it's all started with with 45's tweet, and now Jerry Jones forcing players to take the stand on the national anthem. And without even have a choice to even go to the locker room if they don't feel like standing for the national anthem. But other teams across the league has already made that choice that, if players don't want to stand for the national anthem, they can stay in the locker room until, the Star Spangled Banner's over with, then they can go on the field. Now, basically what we're seeing is Jerry Jones' power. A power to tell his players what to do. The power to tell his players, well, I signed your paycheck, so you must do what I say. That's a power of a slave mentality, ain't it? To do what they say. See, and then you see why a lot of people do not want to, and I'm just being honest that Jerry Jones, all these billionaires, you got all these billionaire owners, majority of white billionaire owners, is trying to force players to do what they don't want to do. And they too scared to stand up because guess what? He's my boss. He's the one that signed my paychecks. I can't say anything to make my boss mad, to make mad. So they do what they do. But see, it's basically frustrating, and I know it's going to be dividing fans. It's already divided fans now with this national anthem situation. And some of the national anthem, like the Star Spangled Banner itself, they don't realize what that Star Spangled Banner stands for. They if they do, y'all need to check out the third verse of the Star Spangled Banner. It basically says about the killing of black slaves. And remember, Francis Scott Key, for those of you who don't know, that the guy that wrote the song is a slave owner, always has been a slave owner, and he was basically mad. And I'm just saying what happened. He was mad because a lot of black slaves are fighting for the British, and just basically kicking the Americans' butt in this war, War 1812. But so really, Francis Scott Key, who wrote that song, endorsing and supporting the killing of black slaves. That's what the Star Spangled Banner on the third verse. They really couldn't the entire lyrics out. Only did the first lyric, which we already know what that first lyric is. But the point I'm making is this, is that you got owners like Jerry Jones trying to tell their boys, their little boys, they're not men, they tell their little boys, you must stand for the national anthem. No, you do not want to go to the locker room. I sign the paychecks. I tell you guys what to do. That's what is going on. And all because of 45. And remember, Jerry Jones gave 45 millions of dollars on his campaign when he was running for president in 2016. See what I'm saying? It goes down to that. And it's still going down. And half of the billionaires who owns NFL teams are Trump supporters. So it basically again, we're going to see we're definitely going to see how this story is going to play out. But obviously, it's all started with 45 in his tweet. And then now it went down to Jerry Jones saying that you must stand because I pay your paychecks to play, and I'm telling you to stand. And it really defied the agreement with the NFL and the Players Association. And if they're not careful, the union gonna file agreements again, because they're gonna say you violated the agreement between the NFL and the Players Association when it comes to the policy of the Star Spangled Banner. And it's gonna go on and on and on, and no side won't be happy. So, I mean, the thing of it is with Dak Prescott, I mean, he had to say what he had to say, because he don't want to make Jerry Jones mad, obviously. So he's had to play it off and say, well, this isn't the time. This is a time for everything, and I don't protest and blah, 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 just to basically try to not let his boss mad. So I don't have no respect. I never liked Jerry Jones. I'm a diehard Philadelphia Eagles fan, as you see my hat right here. I don't like Jerry Jones. I never did. But it's sad that Cowboy fans has to go through this, all because to please, 45. Okay. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about this video. Share this video. Subscribe my YouTube channel. Subscribe my reaction channel. And subscribe my Black Junction channel for more news and commentary. With that being said, this is Lions Den signing off. Deuces.